We're going to get you up to speed on the latest with the SEC, Ripple, and the appeals. We're talking 2026 at the earliest. We're also going to talk about Rostam Behnam and the Cftc taking a bite out of crypto. No, it's not just Gare Bear. Rostam's a bad poopy doopy too. Along with Charles not getting any love. And speaking of love, we're going to talk XRP price action at the end because you love the news.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And where's all my bros and gals that said the CFTC should regulate crypto? It's not such a good thing, and I'm going to show you why. Heat map, well, we got to go to your comments first. Hot, spicy, relevant, maybe I'll share it in the next video. Gary Blake says, fella, appreciate the common sense and realistic commentary. You are 101% correct on all this. Stay chill. I appreciate that. Mr. W32 says, yes, you want my vote? Pay me. For real, I'm seeing hearings right now regarding crypto on the Hill, and I gotta be honest, they ain't gonna do anything about it. They're gonna be taking off here soon to like totally whore themselves out for votes. Little Critter says that the J Banger, talking about Jerome Powell, drops a 50, the dongs will be slapping around. There will definitely be some forehead slapping if Jay drops the 50, but right now, the most recent odds have us at what, everyone? 39% of a 25, 61% of 50. If the market is pricing in a 61% chance of a 50 basis point and we don't get it, you will see the market be upset. Worst case news today, Jerome Powell pauses the market. Now we can do the heat map. Bitcoin sitting at 59,927, ETH is 2309, while BNB is at 541. Sol under 130 at 129, while XRP is at 57.2. XRP could not keep that momentum going to break 60 for Jerome Powell. XLM down as well, sitting at 9.4 cents. And for those of you who wonder that why I'm so tired sometimes, that's because in the last 7 days, I've trained for 11 and a half hours. I am tired, sore, worn out, but dedicated to bring you the news. Speaking of the news, this one isn't a good one. And for everyone out there knob gobbling on Rostam Behnam, oh, I know the Stellar family out there was like, oh, we're in good with the CFTC. The CFTC is going to protect us. No, girlfriend. No, the CFTC is bad too. Polymarket, under CFTC's microscope, Rostam Behnam threatens regulatory action. Uh-oh. Rostam Behnam has warned that offshore crypto gambling sites such as Polymarket could be facing some actions from them. Speaking at the Georgetown Soros Center for Financial Markets and Policy on September 17th, Behnam explained that the CFTC is closely observing such platforms, especially ones offering unregistered derivative contracts to U.S. clients. This is what Rostam said. Now, there's some irony in here, and we're going to call out this loser, and I'm telling you, these politicians, these regulators, they're all fucking losers, scumbags. Just wait. If anyone on Polymarket or otherwise conducts themselves in a way that breaks the law, we will use our civil enforcement authority to make sure that conduct stops. The reason Rostam Behnam wants to go over this is because he thinks places like Polymarket can sway the election. He thinks that the money shown can sway people's opinions with global events. This was the beginning of the CFTC's campaign against prediction markets. However, Polymarket has been doing their thing, and we've used Polymarket on this channel before. Look at this. There's over 900 million right now betting on the presidential election. Now, the problem we got, though, is people, especially Rostam Behnam, are saying that this is politically unethical because it provides a bias, okay? And what they're saying is if you go to Polymarket or any of these sites and you're like, yo, there's a ton of people betting on CamCam. Maybe that's it. CamCam's gonna, and they think it sways people's opinions. Isn't that what Fox News does and what CNN does, reporting their stuff? I mean, come on, everyone. There is so much sway. There's so much kind of interpretation with each one of these. So if you're getting mad at Polymarket for trying to sway people's opinions, how about these news agencies which are only bringing one side of the debate? So Rostam Behnam, the people out there said, oh, we might love you, Rostam, because you're going to be better than Gare Bear. Rostam Behnam's a fucking loser, too. Fucking retarded. Want to know what else is fucking retarded or who's retarded? How about this fag bag up on the screen? Charles Hoskinson sitting there at token 2049 and he writes down when ADA. When it doesn't suck balls. Seriously, this guy is a fucking loser. And you know what? What's really scary about Charles is he's really in good with the DC folk. And you notice like Charles and ADA and Cardano really haven't faced any enforcement action. Is that because this guy's kind of like on the inside working with him? Either way, if you want to read about Charles and his stupid antics to stay relevant, you can read this article. It sucks. Don't do it. All right. XRP to $1 delayed. Ripple versus SEC could extend to 2026 if the appeal is filed. This article here is actually a really, really good one because this kind of shows everything that's going on. I'm going to read it to you quick, then we're going to get into XRP price action. Filing a notice of the appeal, the process begins when the SEC files a notice of appeal. After this, the Second Circuit Court will issue a briefing schedule, which typically starts within 30 to 60 days after the appeal. This would put the first sets of briefs due around November, December. Now, Ripple would then have a cross appeal, which means that would extend it even further. Both parties in Ripple and the SEC might have the right to push back the schedule by 30 days, pushing it to January 2025. And then all of a sudden, additional delays could occur because you've got what? Elections and the start of new Congress and other legal things, which could push things back another 60 days to 2025. Then you got oral arguments. If we get that far, then that pushes it back to November 2025. After the oral arguments, the Second Circuit Court takes anywhere from 3 months to a year to make a final decision, which could be in 2026. So if the SEC appeals, because look, Brad's not appealing. He wants this shit to be over with. He wants IPO. He wants ETF. He wants RLUSD. He doesn't want to deal with this. But if the SEC appeals, this could drag things out to 2026. And that would be horrible for XRP holders. Now, what are we looking at up on the screen? Well, we're looking at this. XRP has touched 70 cents a few times here, but holding north of 60 has been very tough here, especially as of late. Even though we're getting some good news, right, from Jerome Powell saying, hey, we're finally going to cut rates, XRP and the like are not faring as well as the rest of the crypto market. In fact, again, we look at the heat map, right? And you're like, oh, Bitcoin is up, but the rest of the market is pretty much red. Dude, BTC, new all-time highs. Are you seeing that with XRP? No, you're not. XRP is a very risky asset, and we need money to become more affordable for risky assets to boom. One of the other problems we got with XRP is that BTC is dominating the growth. Look at this. For the year, BTC is up 41%, XRP down 7%. Of the top 10, XRP is the only one down. That is not good. That is not good at all. Year to date, 7% for XRP, 42% for BTC. BNB up 73%. Solana up 27%. Toncoin up 139%. Even Tron's piece of shit from Justin Sun is up 39%. So what we're noticing with the market is this. Bitcoin dominance is there. Bitcoin goes up 5%. The rest of the market, maybe it gets 1%. Maybe 0.5%, 1.5% if we're lucky. Bitcoin goes down 1%. Rest of the market pulls back 3, 4, 5%. You see it every time on these moves. And it all has to do with money and how expensive money is. That's why Jerome Powell and the Fed's decision today is going to be a big one. Join us for the live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern. Jerome Powell comes on the mic at 2:30. And if you got a question for me or just want to rip on me or say hello on the show, we're going to have some time to talk before and after the rate meeting. So Rostin Benham from the Cftc wants to take out Polymarket and those like it because it's swaying the opinion of people out there, and that would be politically unethical. What the fuck do you think CNN and Fox News does? Like, for real, you think CNBC and all them out there are independent right here in the middle? No, not a chance at all. And that's what pisses me off about this. There's hypocrisy all around. And I bring news whether it's good or bad, happy or sad. I'm fairly independent. Do I lean a certain way? Sure do, but I lean the other way sometimes as well. Do I want to see 2 chicks get it on? Hell yeah. Do I think those 2 chicks should get married? Fuck yeah. Do I want to shoot some guns and blow some animals up and wear some fur? Hell yeah, I do. Do I want to eat steak? You bet your butt. Do I want to toke on a fatty J? Yes, I do. That's my point. A lot of us are moderates out there, and we're caught in a world where you got to pick either this side or that side. And that's why I'm pissed about the CFTC, because they're sitting there saying how politically unethical this is, yet our entire media system, hell, our elected officials lean so heavily one way or the other way that you don't get a fair shake on the news. Now, speaking of a fair shake on the news, Charles is doing whatever he can to to lick it, to suck on it, to get something. And he's not. No one gives a shit about 88. People moved on, and they don't want to hear his dumbass stuff. So when my guy is sitting there holding up stupid papers and like, oh my God, this is like, come on, dude, you're just fucking stupid. In terms of XRP price, story's been the story all along. Gotta wait for money to be cheaper because XRP is all about moving money. Let's also hope that the SEC doesn't appeal, because if it drags out to 2026, all this gray you see in the old beard might move on to the old head, and that wouldn't be such a good thing. But let's hope not. According to Garmin here, we've got about 3-ish weeks left to see if the SEC is going to appeal. Now, I've been checking the odds, so Rostin Benham, maybe you should get pissed at me, but I've been checking the odds in the betting markets out there. The odds for the SEC appeal, though, has gone down every day since the court ruling. So it appears that maybe we're going to get lucky on this one, dodge a bullet from the SEC, and be able to live our lives as normal. But normal for us has been dealing with a court case for how many years with XRP, so you got that. Now it's Wednesday, hump day. Gotta admit, I'm a little tired from all the training. My legs are a little sore. I did some good upper body lifting. I did some good leg lifting. I did some really good running. It's hump day. Hopefully my wife doesn't have expectations, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fulfill them because I'm tired. We got a live stream too, but I'll be able to fill those expectations, because honestly, my dedication to this channel is hardcore. Bringing the news, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, on this side of the aisle or that. And for those of you out there that think maybe I'm biased one way or another, well, let me put it to you this way. Patrick McHenry's a Republican. Him and Tom Emmer are out there arguing about SEC. Well, they're still arguing, but you never subpoenaed Gare Bear. You guys were all talk and no walk. So that's from this side of the aisle. Now, that side of the aisle with the old Maxine Waters and Senator Warren and all that, well, shit, need I say more? So, yeah, straight news right down the middle, except when them lipstick lesbos get it on and I want to watch. I'll catch you cool cats later. Choo-choo, bitches.